Alright folks, how's it going? I'm going to do a short film review tonight. Not a very long one because not a lot of passion for this film. There was a lot of passion going into it because I had high hopes for it, very high hopes. The film in question is called Yellow Brick Road. You may have heard of it, you may not. It's a film I found on the list that Golansky helped me find. And I couldn't wait to see this film because it kind of tied in a little bit in the concept into the missing 411 stuff of missing people that go missing with no explanation or under mysterious circumstances. Basically, the story of this film is there's this notorious town from 1940 where everyone in the town just got up one day and disappeared off into the wilderness up this trail called the Yellow Brick Road. I don't know if it was called that beforehand or it's notoriously been called that after everyone in the town went missing. But I love that concept and it could have been fantastic. It was all right. I mean, to be honest, I felt like they fluffed a lot of it. Where there's certain elements of that film, certain points that could have been built up, that they didn't give any. What's the word? They didn't build it up. I'll just leave it at that. They didn't build it up. When, for example, they're the person that wants to investigate this trail and what happened in 1940, when he gets the go ahead, the green light, and gets all the information from the public records request or something, it seems to imply that this guy's been waiting a long while to get this information. When he's got it, he sets off with a group of people, and I was imagining they were going to be building up this tension as they sort of got, the road trip, they got nearer to this town, and there was going to be some sort of, the dread was going to be amped up as they got nearer to this town, and it wasn't. It went from literally saying they're going to go to they're there. They're rocking up outside this, in this small town. There was nothing. So, that's only a small point, I suppose, but it's just something I thought they'll definitely do that because that'll be a good way of just setting the tone, but they didn't do it anyway. The next point, I thought, and it's along the same lines, I thought they were going to again build up the dread, build up the tension and the atmosphere towards where they reach the start of this trail, the Yellow Brick Road, where they're going to set off into the wilderness, into the unknown, and walk this path that everyone in the town walked and disappeared. But they didn't. Again, they just got there and they're standing there and a photo taken in front of it, and it's sort of, there's all this rubbish strewn all over the place and it looks like a bit of a dumping ground. But there was I sat there and I didn't feel any dread, anything like that, and that's what I wanted. I just imagined before I put the film on that these were going to be some of the story beats, They were going to touch on all these bits, and this was before they even hit the trail, and they didn't. Some of you may sit there thinking, maybe I'm going on about them too much, but I was just expecting a lot more. So anyway, they start off on the trail, and another thing I didn't really like, I know it seems to have been pivotal to the story, but as they're on this trail, they suddenly start hearing this music, and it sounds like it's coming out from a loudspeaker, sort of some small distance away, and it just keeps playing and playing. Now I know that's a mysterious thing in itself, isn't it? But again, even if there was a little sense of dread starting to creep into this film, this music, it just took all that away. Took it all away. I mean, I wasn't even feeling that much dread up until this point, but if I had been, this music, that all dispersed, you know what I mean? It's just gone. I think the music, I mean, the music playing the story of that was supposed to have been the music, or the song that, I don't know if these people went up the hill singing it, or it was kind of relevant to the town. I think the town was called Briar or Friar or something like that. But yeah, it just didn't, I know it was mysterious and that, but I just didn't go. It just didn't, it fell flat on its face. And eventually, they all just start going mad. They start going mad. And I didn't see any... And I know I do say that the explanations aren't always needed in these films and sometimes better, but that they just started... There was no... struggling there, my bloody cough, tell you. There was no... It just didn't seem... Everything felt a bit... like, yeah, all this stuff's happening, but there was nothing behind it. There was no like feeling behind it. It just seemed to be happening and throwing all this stuff at the screen, and it just didn't work for me. It didn't work. I mean, that's basically the story. They head off up this trail, and they are gradually all just go mad and start killing each other and start eating berries and just going nuts. That was it, and that there's not really anything more to it. So that's it. Yeah. Before I watched this, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to have a great review to come for them, because I just had this feeling I was going to really love it. Just the concept really got me going. It was really pushing me buttons, you know, just the whole concept. But no, it didn't work for me. Glad I watched it, but I probably won't be watching it again, and that's a shame, because you know, when you come across a film that really resonates with you, or you just really get into it, you know there's repeat viewings there. There's no, and I'll never ever watch this film again. Shame. There you go. So Yellow Brick Road, you can well, I don't know where you get it. I got it on Cinema Paradiso again, but just Google it, find out where you can get it, and or not. Probably won't now. I've given you this crappy review, but yeah, if you want to check it out, check it out. If not, don't. Anyway, thanks for listening to my short review of Yellow Brick Road. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio for now.